Good morning, Primary 5. Today, we are going to learn about heat and temperature, where we are going to learn different kinds of materials which can transfer heat. Last time, we learned about the video about how heat can be used in our everyday life. And heat moves from a high temperature to a low temperature. And the things that can happen in this kind of heat transfer is three things: radiation, convection, and convection. Now we're going to go deeper why this may happen. Okay, class? Before we start, let's pray to God for all the knowledge that we are going to learn today and for the help He has given us. Amen. Don't forget to use your notebook to write down important things in this material. Okay, class? Let's start. First of all, you can see in this picture that someone is cooking. And when they are cooking, the stoves go into the metal, and still the things inside, or the water or the food that is boiled inside, becomes hotter and is boiled. How does this happen? You can see that when you are cooking, the heat transfer from the stove, from the fire in the stoves, into the metal and into the things inside this. So this is what happened. You see the difference? Yeah. Becomes hotter and hotter, and there are smokes in it. It means that the food is being boiled into a temperature that is high enough for smokes to come out. Now see and think the answer. You can see that this is the pan that is used to cook. It's metal, or you can say aluminum. This thing is easy or allow heat to transfer through it. Yeah, so when you heat the metal, it transfers the heat into parts of the metal, and so the inside of the metal or the frying pan will also be as hot as what the metal is feeling. And this is what you call as a conductor. So a conductor are things or objects that easily transfer heat. What about this one? Is wood have heat transferred through it? If you can see how many people try to burn wood or use it to make a barbecue, we know that wood is an insulator, because if you touch the wood that's not on fire while the front tip is on fire, you don't feel hot. That's why you see a lot of movie holding a torch, and the torch is made out of wood, and the top of the part, the wood is burning, but you don't feel hot because it doesn't allow heat to easily transfer. And so, what about this one? This is a fabric that is used for cooking. Does it transfer heat? The answer is no, because when you use this, you don't feel hot when you're touching a hot frying pan or any other things that is hot, because the fabric is made out of the gloves is made out of fabric that does not easily let heat transfer. So whenever you try to cook something and you're going to touch something hot, it's safe to use these fabric gloves. So what do you think? Now we know why conductor radiation may happen to the heat transfer. So what is conductors? Conductors are materials that allow heat to pass through them easily. Examples of conductor are aluminum, copper, steel, and iron. That's why most frying pan use this. Or that's why when you're grilling something, it's also on the top of something like metal, right? While insulators are materials that blocks heat to pass through them easily, means that it's not easy to transfer heat using this object. These insulators, examples are wood, plastic, rubber, and fabric. Plastic, as you can see, when you try to burn a spoon, the tip of the spoon that you're holding will not become hot, but the one that you're burning with the spoon at the top will be burned, but you don't feel hot until the fire goes closer to you. Same thing with rubber, and so is fabric. In some cases, you can also use fabric to stop fire as long as it's small, yeah. So you use the fabric, soak them in water, and close the fire with it. It's easily one of the simplest things to stop fire if it is small. Now, the second things that we're going to learn is that physical and chemical change. When we use heat, it can change things. The changes, whether it's physically or chemically. The example of physical change are when you burn a toy. First, the toy looks normal. When it's burned, the toy may be gone or disappear. That's what you call a physical change. Or you can see how you light a candle. When you light a candle, the candles become smaller and smaller and smaller until poof, it's gone. That is also a form of physical change. Now, we are going to see that these things, this thing, and this thing, what happened? Does this have changes? Well, physically, the color changes, right? What about this one? In this one, the glasses broke and smashed into pieces of glass. But don't ever do that. That's dangerous. You may get glasses inside your body. And the third one is when you blow a balloon. Yeah? If you blow it, the shape of the balloon becomes bigger. And that's also a part of physical change. And so is this. Yeah? This is also a form of changes that happen. The burning of a candle, the burning of a wood, and the metal changes. So what actually happened? Physical change is a change only in the appearance of a substance. For example, chopping fruits or vegetables, cutting clothes, melting ice cream or butter. While chemical change is a change that involves chemical change and new materials are formed. Example, corrosion means from a good metal into the brownish metal, burning candle or wood, and then rotten food. So the changes in candle is actually a chemical change. Because why? Because the candle evaporates or gone and it changed into other form of material. Yeah. So this is a form of physical change because no matter how you do it or how you shape it or how you change it, the object does not change. It is still a clay. And this is a form of chemical change. The fruit becomes rotten. Yeah, it changes from a big fruit into a decaying fruit, and then it's gone. So that's a form of chemical change. So that's what you learned today from the video. Make sure you read the book in my past chapter or unit 14 and 15. Okay, class? That's all from me. Thank you.